I'm an associate professor in the Department of Radiology and Medicine at the University of British Columbia in Canada. But prior to that, I was a professor at Rutgers University in Biomedical Engineering Department. And right before I made the switch, we founded PONS. And then my main research interest, and as well as PONS's interest, is improving the clarity of ultrasound data so that this technology can be used outside the traditional hospital settings for early stage disease management. And then we're showing basically, I'm going to show some of the results that we obtained from our pilot studies, how we are improving the accuracy and robustness of different AI solutions that are using ultrasound data for diagnosing different diseases. So before I wanted to dive into our results, I want to basically explain why we are trying to bring ultrasound outside traditional hospital settings. So the future of healthcare is shifting, and we see more and more research hospitals, major hospitals, trying to move their patient to outpatient and hospital at home care. In such a decentralized care setting, we also need imaging solutions that are equally scalable. And ultrasound lends itself to this kind of decentralized healthcare solution as well. The other thing we also see is chronic diseases are on the rise. And in Canada, this number, in the US, it's 63%. And in Canada, it jumps up to 88%. And then another challenge is right now, once you have one chronic condition, you also end up having a secondary chronic condition due to the first condition. So it gets very challenging for the healthcare systems to diagnose these diseases early and manage them better. So there's a big shift right now in healthcare ecosystem for basically towards a proactive system rather than a reactive care. And as PONS, our main focus area is breast cancer, because we've seen a rise of breast cancer cases, and we want to identify breast cancer at an earlier stage. And then our secondary interest is on liver disease. So the other thing basically pushes our technology is we have an aging population. A lot of these aging people would like to age in place. They want basically healthcare technologies to come to their home where they feel comfortable. They don't have to travel 3-4 hours to the nearest hospital and get equal quality of care. And because of this, we have a lot of decentralized healthcare technologies that adapt to itself inside this decentralized care solution, but we don't have an imaging solution. So we're trying to fill that gap as PONS as well. And one of the main reasons when we started the company, was basically the missing data inside the healthcare ecosystem. So we have most of the data is collected inside the hospital setting. So we have data from healthy people, and we have data from basically people who are admitted to the hospital, or they come back to their regular checkups after a year and diagnosed with late stage chronic disease, right? So we don't have the data that's in between these two extreme cases, which is the data on early stage disease. And that data can be collected if we can monitor patients more frequently and outside the traditional hospital settings, as I mentioned earlier. And this is like a statistics from Philips Future Healthcare Index report conducted in 2024. And then we can see that basically major research hospitals are really focusing in the next 3 to 4 years their efforts for using and deploying technologies, healthcare technologies that are focused on remote patient monitoring. And this is, again, one of the reasons where there's a shift to outpatient care and hospital at home care in around the world, not just in the US. So why ultrasound? Again, as we can see, there's different point of care ultrasound devices available in the market. These are small handheld units. Cost is low. You can basically take it anywhere you go. It's connected to a cell phone or a tablet. But the main challenges with ultrasound still remain the same. So one of the major challenges, it's the image quality is very low to begin with. And we need, anytime you shrink an imaging modality to a compact size that is shown here in the slide, you lose further from that image quality. So we need technologies that can improve the quality of the data. The second thing is data collection is manual. You need ultrasound technicians are trained to do this data collection process. It's basically requires expertise, a lot of years of training. And if you want to basically bring this imaging technology outside the traditional hospital settings and deploy novice users like caregivers or nurses to collect ultrasound data, you need solutions that can fill that gap. So an AI-based navigation systems are perfect in this setting, and we are developing that as well. And there's a lot of companies that are interested in that area. There's a huge shift right now from the robotic healthcare industry that combine AI-based robotic navigation as well. And early stage disease imaging is very, very challenging with ultrasound data. If it's a late stage disease that's present, ultrasound can show the disease tissue changes clearly. You don't need an AI in that part. Radiologists are happy for that. But showing early stage disease changes is very challenging. And this is the secondary thing that we're addressing as PONS, and data scarcity. Compared to cart-based systems, point of care ultrasound data is still scarce. And overall, ultrasound as an imaging modality as low data set size compared to MRI, X-ray, or CT imaging modalities as well. So we're trying to tackle these challenges. So the other thing with ultrasound is, depending on the settings, differently, a lot of basically manufacturers have their custom image processing methods. And then as you can see, this is basically from a publication that assessed the quality of different ultrasound anatomy. You see a difference in the image quality. So that's a significant problem, first for assessing the disease at an early stage. Second, if you develop it from one location, the AI is strong because you trained it on that data. But if you want to deploy that AI solution using a different machine at a different hospital site, the AI accuracy and robustness basically decreases significantly. And we wanted to basically overcome that challenge as PONS. Again, this is one example. For example, a hospital site domain changes. It's in the AI literature, it's called like that. If you collect ultrasound data based on specific settings, these are breast ultrasound tumor tissue in one hospital site located in hospital one. If you switch to a different site, you can see, although you're imaging the similar tumor stages or disease stages, the image quality and appearance of the tumor changes drastically. So if you train an AI solution on data that is like the one shown on the left-hand side, and then you want to deploy that AI on data collected at a different site that looks like this on the right-hand side, the robustness of AI solutions decrease significantly. So what we have done, we have developed a technology that basically improves the visibility of early-stage disease, number one, brings the imaging features into a common domain so that the AI solutions are not affected by these basically data machine settings as well as data collected at different hospital sites. So it becomes the AI solutions trained on our enhanced images become more robust. So we're evaluating our technology in different anatomical regions. Again, as I said, breast and liver are original two application areas. And this is one of the things that this technology is. Advantage of this technology is it's not a traditional AI solution. It's a sophisticated image analysis method. So we don't need large-scale AI to train this. It works without a training data. It enhances the ultrasound data. It's device agnostic. It enhances any ultrasound data collected from any machine. We basically improve the visibility of early-stage disease from different data sets. And we bring the imaging modalities into a common domain. Here, for example, we show an ultrasound traditional image, contrast enhanced ultrasound image, which is obtained by injecting a contrast agent to improve the visibility of a tumor. But we can do a similar enhancement without injecting a contrast agent, which is a significant advantage. We are also started basically because we were asked by our pilot partners, can we use this enhancement on different imaging modalities? And we are also showing that we can. For example, we can enhance the tumor visibility from CT data and generate more images. And here we can see basically the visibility of tumor region here that is barely visible in the ultrasound data for a liver tumor. So the second thing what we can do is with our technology is we scale the data set size. As we know, the more data you have, the accuracy and robustness of AI solutions, healthcare AI solutions improve significantly. So what we can do is from a single image that is shown here, we can generate all these images that we show on the right-hand side. So what happens, the advantage of this is if you have an AI solution, let's say you develop a healthcare AI solution for disease diagnostics or risk assessment, object detection, segmentation, whatever you can think of, imagine training that AI solution using this large-scale data set versus training that on a small-scale data set. And that, again, we show that our results, the robustness and accuracy improves using our image enhancement methods. So we are basically develop different risk assessment and disease diagnostics AI solutions that use the enhanced data sets. And we are basically the company that knows how to combine these information that you can extract from these different enhanced images and using the original ultrasound data as well. These are some of our initial results. We're very happy to show this. So this is basically the red bars show when an AI solution is trained for differentiating non-alcoholic fatty liver disease from NASH, which is basically early stage liver diseases. If you had an AI solution trained on original ultrasound data, the red bars show what kind of accuracies you will achieve for different basically age groups, different sex, female versus male, ethnicity, race, and location. Location is the data where the ultrasound data is collected. And the blue bars, as you can that are shown here, are using an same AI solution trained on our enhanced images. So we can see that the accuracy and robustness significantly improves. So it's basically, it becomes more robust for age groups, for sex, ethnicity, race, and location data as well. This is exactly what we've been telling about, and we showed these results as well. And we will be publishing this in the near future, this end of the summer, for liver disease as well as breast disease as well. And we are very happy to show these results right now and share this with the HITLAB Summit. And this is basically fantastic for now. And the other thing we have to think about it, and we started thinking about this. Okay, we want to bring imaging modality outside the traditional hospital settings, right? You go outside to the basically sites where there's no safeguards in place, right? So one of the things that you need to consider at that point, privacy of the medical data you're collecting. It has to be still secure enough to collect. Once you collect it, it has to be secure to transfer to the hospital site. So your solutions have to be robust enough for attacks that can be done from hackers. We have seen that a lot of basically major research hospitals being hacked or software device companies being hacked by hackers. So we basically investigated this idea, and then we are developing also training our solutions on data that is generated that has adversarial attacks basically embedded into them. So here we can see this is the top row shows the original ultrasound data. The bottom row shows the ultrasound images we are synthesizing. These are fake images. And if your AI solution is attacked by these, your architecture will be hacked by hackers. So when we generate these images, we can provide these images to software companies who are developing AI solutions, and their network architectures will be more robust to the attacks that are brought by hackers, basically. Because this is an interesting, very important problem if you're deploying imaging solutions outside the traditional hospital settings. And this is, again, thank you for having me. And then if you want to connect with me, please scan this barcode. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Really phenomenal progress that you guys have made since I think we last had you on the program. Just before you go, I think we'd love to hear sort of the upcoming sort of goals and developments you're looking to make with PONS in the next sort of 6 to 12 months.
Yeah, that's a great. Again, and we are starting a lot of pilot studies. We're finishing one of our pilot studies with Mayo Clinic this summer, so that will be published on breast and liver disease. We will be starting 2 new pilots we're very excited about with Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center on breast cancer. And then the second one will be on deploying our solutions through a pilot study with Rutgers, Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital, focusing on African American population, again, on liver disease. Those will be the 2 focuses that we have. But we are very happy with the initial pilot results that I shared here through the Mayo Clinic Platform Accelerate program. And then, that will be the focus moving forward and further improve our technology. And then if anyone would like to learn more about what we're doing, they can just feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to connect and then share our experiences as well.
No, that's really wonderful. Really looking forward to seeing where you guys go with this. Congratulations on your recent results and evidence, of course, coming from HITLAB, that's very much focused on making sure that good technology like yours is getting the evidence it needs to make sure that you can effectively show what you guys are doing and the important work you're doing. So thank you for that, Ilker, and we look forward to having you at the summit, hopefully coming up in December.
Yeah, thank you so much again. We're very happy to have the support of HITLAB and very excited that we are part of this.
Wonderful. Thanks so much.